Master's in Bilingual Special Education from George Mason University. She's a nationally certified school psychologist, also a licensed professional counselor in Washington, D.C. Professionally, she's worked as a school psychologist in the D.C. public schools for 24 years. She's an advocate for children and is responsible for testing and counseling children ages 3 to 21 for special education services. She's also the owner of a certified therapy dog named Cozy Girl. Yeah? Okay. She's developed and implemented a humane education project in multiple schools in conjunction with the Washington Animal Rescue League to bring dogs into the classroom to teach about empathy and kindness. Harriet's one of our religious school teachers here at Beth El.
Woo! Nobody?
Before she and her family joined Beth El 10 years ago. She's been a camp counselor also, can often be seen driving the Valley Mill bus in the neighborhood. She's also worked at Camp Aries and worked on a museum to preserve 90 years of the history of the camp. Her husband is Adam Kuhn, and they have sons, Abe and Jacob. Harriet loves children and dogs, enjoys watching the boys playing basketball. In her free time, she likes gardening, traveling, swimming. She was part of the nation's triathlon team, the Potomac River Swim. It's amazing she's with us still today. Yoga and spending time with her family. Harriet Kuhn.
Good morning. My perspective about the Hamentashen will fascinate and delight you as it will delve into the recesses of your mind. More than likely, you will come away with knowledge that will help you gain insight and greater understanding into why you like Hamentashen so much. So you know up front, Hamentashen tend to do that to you. They are psychically wired to bring out the best in a person. When I became a school psychologist 24 years ago, I took an oath to follow the National Association of School Psychologists, or NASP's, Professional Conduct Manual Principle for Professional Ethics, which contain the guidelines for the provision of school psychological services. The NASP principles for professional ethics state, and I quote, "The principles are based on the assumptions that school psychologists will advocate for Hamentashen, and at the very least, school psychologists will do no harm to the Latke. These assumptions necessitate that school psychologists speak up for the needs and rights of Hamentashen. School psychologists are committed to the application of their professional expertise for the purpose of promoting improvement in the quality of life for Hamentashen, their families, and their school communities. This objective is pursued in ways that protect the dignity and rights of the Hamentashen." I feel very deeply for the Hamentashen. Psychologists must respect both Hamentashen and Latkes, very important, and be sensitive to the physical, mental, emotional, political, economic, social, cultural, ethnic, and racial characteristics, gender, sexual orientation, and religious meaning of both Latkes and Hamentashen. So therefore, it is my intention today to promote the Hamentashen in accordance with NASP guidelines. Therefore, I refuse to perform Lashon Hara on Latke. In other words, my perspective will be firm and kind and will not drag down the line. It will show from a psychological perspective why Hamentashen are a better choice. These NASP guidelines are very important. They specifically instruct school psychologists to resolve sticky situations in which there are divided or conflicting interests in a manner that is mutually beneficial and protects the rights of all parties involved. Especially, wait a minute. Oh, I'm sorry, excuse me, I have to take it. Hello?
Laura Kuhn, need you.
Wait, who is this?
It's Ryan and Olivia and Ellie.
Oh, wait a minute. Where are you guys?
We're in the back of the chapel.
You're in the back of the chapel. Oh no, I forgot I was supposed to teach religious school this morning. Rabbi, is that a problem? Okay, thanks. Guys, come on down for a second. Maybe you can help me out. Sorry about the interruption. There, and what? Okay, help me out here. I need a good Hamentashen cheer.
Hamentashens are flavorful, colorful, delightful. Hamentashens everywhere, yummy, yummy. We love Hamentashens.
Okay, so that was our commercial break. Now back to the regularly scheduled performance here. Alan Bloom, who was a professor in social thought at one of the University of Chicago Latke-Hamentashen debates in 1981, stated, and I quote, "Psychologists tell us that our state of soul makes the world, not the world our states of soul. But in Plato's formula, Latke and Hamentashen are good because we are Jewish. Not that we are Jewish because they are good." You see the relativistic consequences of all that. If you think that economists attribute nasty motives to human beings, wait till you find out what psychologists believe. In truth, they all followed their false messiah Freud, who was secretly in the pay of, yes, the Manischewitz people, who out of economic motives wanted to spread the appeal of their products beyond the Jews and turned to psychologists for help. We're very helpful. So Freud, for popularity's sake, interpreted the latke, the male Maccabean food, as in its circular form, symbolic of the male goal, and I need not elaborate on this. And the Hamantash, the joyous token of Esther's success, the female triumph. He explained by means of its angularity, its pointiness. He then went on to say, propriety forbids me going any further. So as you can see, Sigmund Freud, the father of psychoanalysis, created an interesting view of the Latke and really gave full credit to the Hamantashen, just as it should be. But this is how we came to the saying, a Hamantashen really is just a Hamantashen. So, as part of my job, I give tests. They come in big bags, they're heavy to carry around. So I give lots of them, mostly to children. And these tests have evolved over time. One of the more familiar tests to the public is the Wechsler Intelligence Scale for Children, or WISC. I have the WISC-4 here. David Wechsler developed the first test in 1949 and the subsequent Wechsler preschool and primary scale of intelligence in 1967. He developed these tests to specifically measure cognitive ability and food preferences. The current Wechsler intelligence scales, the WISC-4 and the WIPC-4, use multiple examples of the Hamantashen to measure verbal comprehension, perceptual reasoning, working memory, and processing speed. The verbal comprehension composite score measures the ability to think with words while eating a Hamantashen and provides the most accurate score of a person's ability to self-monitor their own feelings about the Hamantashen. This measures how you feel about what happens when the Hamantashen enters your mouth and gives a score to the taste buds on a scale of 1 to 19, with a score of 10 considered to be average. I see Linda in the back smiling because she knows this scale. Another score is given to measure the sensation of the tongue and teeth and the esophagus and how they all do their work to get to the Hamantashen to its resort destination, the stomach. Now, the perceptual reasoning composite is a measure of when the Hamantashen sends a message to the brain to keep eating more and more Hamantashen, and how the brain forms abstract concepts about the Hamantashen and its relationship to the Latke without the use of words. I could go on and talk more about working memory and processing speed, but basically, this test is the end-all and be-all, and really, it figures out, without much measure, which is your favorite kind of filling. So, I thought you might find it interesting to see these tests up close, and how the Hamantashen is used in these tests. There aren't many references to the Latke in them. Let me see. Wait a minute. I'm going to show them to you. Ryan. Oh, wait a minute. Warning: these materials are protected by copyright. Oh no. To reproduce, adapt them, translate. It's a violation of copyright law, and it's unethical and professional. Oh, and I've got too many lawyers in the room. All right, thanks, Ryan. I don't think I'll show them the test anyway. Okay, never mind. You get what I mean. So, all right, no more about tests. For the last 20 years, I've been a proponent of humane education. I've brought children and dogs together in schools to help them learn about kindness and empathy. I've used dogs in the classroom, in addition to Hamentashen, to help children. It helps them really find their inner self, their inner peace, their inner understanding. The Hamentashen has always been known as a kind pastry, and its varied fillings have provided children with the know-how and the wherewithal to go out into the world with confidence. I will show that I've developed I just want to show you that Latkes and Hamentashen both have beautiful properties, and they're both delicious and appealing, but really the Hamentashen is preferred by dogs. In graduate school, I took statistics. Many of you might have taken statistics, but all graduate students who wanted to become psychologists had to take statistics. And I had a very special professor. He taught us about the mean, median, and mode through the explanation of the DIT. It's a very famous test. It's called the Dog Intelligence Test. And he developed that test to help explain statistical properties to us. So in that same realm, I have just recently completed my own test and have been in touch with the Patent Office and Pearson, formerly known as Psycorp, in order to have my test published and have it used across the country with dogs. I've come up with a test that measures and then formulates a dog's HIQ, or Hamentashen Intelligence Quotient. Here to demonstrate my new creation is certified therapy dog, Cozy Girl. She has a very high HIQ and often begs for Hamentashen flavored dog food. Latkes just don't do the same thing for her. Cozy Girl, come. Cozy. It's a coat of many colors. What does it say? Oh, Hamentashen are very cozy like me. I'm allergic to Latkes, super H dog. Okay. All right. So we have just this test that I've developed. Cozy, what does this look like to you? Let's see. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. We'll take this off of you, get you a little more comfortable. Well, you've got a Hamentashen stuck to your ear. All right. Now, I brought some of your food, all shaped like Hamentashen. Right. And we're going to see, this says Latke. This says Hamentashen. Stay. 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 All right. Which one do you like? Let's see. The choice is clear. All right. All right, so I'm going to wrap this up. Hamentashen are awesome, delicious, truly give both children and dogs pleasure. Lockies are kind and gentle, but not cold and confident like the Hamentashen. Hamentashen go through life with strong self-esteem, able to take on life's challenges, and deal with the vicissitudes of everyday existence. Think about the last time you ate a Hamentashen. How did it make you feel? Your inner workings were just stimulated by the Kuhn filling. Your taste buds were scintillated by the chocolate chips, and you felt satisfied, truly satisfied and happy. Happiness is important to our existence. There's so many things in the world these days to make us feel sad. Hamentashen has been statistically proven to make you joyful and satisfied. The Lockie may love us, but not as much as the Hamentashen. Just ask Cozy Girl. Thank you.